teaching him to control his excitement. So he's at the perfect age to be able to learn that. But obviously, you know, when he gets really excited, he's not going to just say, oh my gosh, I need to control myself. You know, we have to teach him that. I'll kind of just start with my golden rules of training because it's going to apply to everything that we do. So number 1 is you only ever want to say his name positively, which can be very hard when you have to tell him no. So you want to refrain from ever scolding him using his name. And the reason for that is because you want a very fast response to his name no matter what. You want him to always think that his name is positive, means praise, means a treat. The reason why you always want to use it positive is down the road, you know, if he were off leash at a park or anything like that, and he sees a squirrel, another dog, or something you don't want him going to, if you say, Drake, come, and sometimes his name is positive, but sometimes it's negative, he's going to look at you and think, is this a good thing? Or am I in trouble? I'm not gonna chance it, and I'm gonna go and get that squirrel. So you want him to know that no matter what, it's always a good thing to come to you. Drake! Okay. Yes. And if you get in the habit of doing that, like I said, that the recall is just so simple after that. If you start off just using his name only positive, so easy then to add on that come and get him to come. Second golden rule, sit. Yes, good boy, is to not overlook positive reinforcement. When he's chewing on the couch, we're very quick to let the dog know that is not what you chew on. When he's chewing on his bone, it's usually just overlooked. You're like, oh, thank goodness, I've got 5 minutes to do something and not have to be watching him. A lot of people don't look into that and praise the dog for that. Redirection is key to shaping behavior. Down? Yes, does he know down already? Oh, he does, okay. Good boy. The first thing with the jumping up, we'll just use this as an example, is to direct him. So if you want this treat right here, he's obviously jumping up because he wants a treat. You direct him off, yes. And then direct him to the sit, yes, because that's what we want him to do if he wants this treat up here, to sit in front of it. If you tell him just simply no right here, he'll probably get down and respond to it because he can tell that you're upset. You know, same kind of thing with like chewing on the couch. He'll stop, but the second that you go into another room, he's gonna be right back up at it because he's like, why should I stop? I want that. Hey! It's just sit here and people say, no, 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 don't do that, and walk away from him. And he's like, well, hello, how do I get your attention then? Should I jump higher at your face? What do you do? So instead, we redirect to sit. Sit, yes. You have to reenact like somebody coming in, but with him, I'm sure he'll just get excited from this exercise. So what I'll do is, hi! Redirect, yes, good boy. Good job. Let's go again, walk over here. Hi, Drake! Hi, yes! 2 treats for that one. That was so good. Good boy. So just getting him kind of excited and forcing him to kind of think about, what do I do when I'm excited? Yeah. Because he'll catch on. Super smart. Yes, good boy. Again, a puppy, especially when he gets into that super excited state, is not going to calm himself down. You know, he's just going to keep getting more ramped up. The most important piece of advice I think that I could ever give you to get your dog to listen to you the first time, every single time, is to not repeat a command more than 1 time. Have you ever heard this?
No.
Okay, 99% of people do this. You tell him to sit, 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 repeat it until he sits. And you don't even realize that you're probably saying it 3, maybe 5 times. So if you say it, you know, 3 times before he actually sits, he's gonna think the next time that I tell him to sit, he's gonna think, I don't have to sit until I'm told 3 times, or let's see how many times she'll say it before just giving up. Because right now he doesn't have the self-control to sit. So it's all about redirecting, telling him to get off. But if we can prevent him from jumping at all and let him know basically you don't get that reward of that person coming in until you sit with me, it's going to speed it up for sure. And you'll catch yourself you will now that you're aware of it, like repeating it, but as long as you're aware of it and, you know, are trying to not repeat it, sit. Yes, good boy. That's what's important. Sit. So right here is a really good example. It'd be perfect opportunity to repeat it. I still have his attention though, so I'm just gonna hold the hand gesture up. Yes. So majority of the time, if you still have his focus and he's just looking at you, patience with that hand gesture is all it takes. And that's sometimes hard to just sit there and be patient with him. Yeah. He's a good boy. For a puppy, it's nearly impossible once they get to that extremely excited state where they just lose all self-control. It's hard to get him back. But if you see him getting excited right here, the excitement's building, we force him to have some self-control. It's teaching him when you feel like you're getting ramped up, you know, to control yourself. Yes, good boy. So the key is to catch it before it gets out of hand. So the same thing with the only saying a command once, what's equally as important is you following through with it. Okay. So if he's over there and you tell him, Drake, come, and he runs the other way, the easiest thing to do for you in that situation is to be like, okay, whatever. What puppies initially will think is the longer that I test him and put it off, the more likely he is to give up. And you'll see with that rule of only saying the command one time, he'll do the command faster and faster and faster. So they go through a testing phase at this age. In the beginning, they seem to want to please you a lot, learn everything right away. And then 5 to 6 months is about the age where they're getting really comfortable here. They're totally comfortable. And they'll look at you like, and try to test you. So what happens if I don't sit? So have you heard of clicker training? Tell the dog sit, the dog sits, you click the device and pair it with a treat. That's what you do in the beginning stage of training. So that the dog associates that clicking sound with a reward in itself. It's very key to weaning off of the treats. But it's very inconvenient to carry around a little clicker and always have it, you know, and expect everybody in the family to have that too. Dogs forever want praise. They want to be told that they're doing the right thing. My clicker word that I use is the word yes. So something just short and sweet that they can associate just for training that they did the right thing. So this is going to be essential for weaning off of like treats, because I'm all for using treats in the beginning to motivate the dog to do, you know, whatever position you want to get him to, whatever command you want him to follow. So all for that, but you have to wean off of them in the right way. And so that clicker word is kind of like a stepping stone. It's not taking away that praise and reward completely. He's still getting that verbal reward that he now, because we pair that in the beginning with the treat, he associates as a reward in itself. And the things that he already knows, you can just simply use that yes for, that he already is conditioned to do. But anything else down? Yes, good boy. Right now, pair that yes with the treat. By lengthening focus, I mean this. Sit, yes. So you give him that clicker word right after he does it, and then make him wait a little bit for that treat. So this is good for focus and self-control, because naturally, if we didn't tell him anything and are expecting him to wait for that treat, dogs get impatient. They're like, hello, I did it, right? So just having that right away, yes, yes, good boy, good job. And you can talk to him, let him know. Good boy. And so I kind of saw him losing focus a little looking over that way. So just trying to grab it right before that. But it's a really simple exercise, but it's just so, so important. At this point right now, he's going to the sit on his own, so he knows what he's supposed to do when he wants this, when he wants attention right now. Now that he knows it, what you can do with our little exercise is, if he jumps up first and then sits down, all he gets is that yes, because he's still doing the right thing, so we want to praise him for it. But he doesn't get that treat unless he goes straight to the sitting down, because ultimately that's the goal. You know, we don't want him jumping up first, redirecting. We want him to think, oh my gosh, when I'm so excited, I know I'm so excited and all I want to do is throw my body at you, but what do? I sit down and control myself. It's really good to just let him try to like grasp it and think, yeah, he's thinking hard. Hi! Hello! What do you do? Oh, that's not what you do. Hello? Hello? Hi! So stay back there with him so he doesn't even get to say hi to me yet. Yes. Because I'm the reward. Hi guys! So you'll just kind of refocus him to you and get him to sit. Oh, see how you said it twice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes! Oh. So tell him that yes right away and make him hold it a little bit for the treat. Now give him the treat. Good. And this will be really good because I'm sure he gets super excited when the family comes home, right? When everyone comes home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably to the max. So that will be really good practice. Good boy. And then coming right back to you. So good. Yes, buddy. Good boy.
Got it.
And so I say to utilize the leash just to utilize your control, because if he wasn't on the leash, he would have ran up to me first, you know, jumped up on me, and then came back to you. Yeah. And even with that method, he would learn, but not as quick as with this. He's been doing really well. Good boy. Good focus. Yes, good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy.